What is up, YouTube? Today I got a pretty exciting one for you. We're going to be going over the Canik Rival SFX. I usually don't do unboxings, but this one comes with a lot of pretty cool stuff, so we're just going to do it for this one. So here we go. Let's jump into it. Alright, so here it is. It comes in a pretty normal carry case, not a standard size, but we have all sorts of treasures in here. So okay, there's just the pad with the manual and all that other stuff that I don't really look at unless you look for something specific. And we'll just start straight from the top, man. We got a couple different back straps, tool, then we got the cleaning tool right here, cleaning tools, which I thought was pretty cool. Love it when it comes to that kind of stuff. And then this I thought was super cool. You got a little mini Canik, and then inside here is a bunch of like other little attachments and things, little parts that you might need to replace or can replace. If I can get it out here, let's just see what we got. I think this little bag here got a little replacement fiber optic if you prefer the green or yellow instead of the red there, which is kind of cool. And then you got your little Torx bit you can put in the tip of the pistol right here. So you got your miniature little Torx driver, pretty cool. Oh, there we go. Had to give it some encouragement there. Not really sure what that is at this juncture. And then you got a couple different sizes for your mag release buttons if you want to change those out, and some extra screws. So kind of cool that that all fits in that tiny little handle. Just set that aside for right now. And moving downward, you got, of course, you got your lock, which you can just add right to the collection. Everything goes in my safe, so I don't really use that stuff. Got a magazine reloader, and then of course your extra magazine. And then I put on already the aluminum base plates to the magazines because I think they're cooler than the plastic ones that came on it. But there those are. And then you've got a couple of different optics plates in case you want to throw something on the top instead of just your iron sights. Cool outside the belt holster. I mean, feels like it's just plastic, but pretty cool that that came with that. Got some adjustment screws on there in case you want to change the fit of it, but honestly pretty good already, I think. And then of course there she is, the Canik SFX Rival. I went with the gray Cerakote with the gold just because I've got a whole bunch of black or polymer pistols already, so I just thought that was a cool change of pace. It comes standard with two 18-round mags, and of course we're cleared and safe. I have shot it a couple times. The trigger is extremely sweet, and it's just, I mean, just crazy. And there's your front fiber optic front sight there. The trigger is amazing. I really love the flat trigger with the gold safety. I think it's a cool touch, looks cool, and also it feels awesome. So I'll go ahead and just show you the brake here. So just pulling it back. There's the brake and the reset. Just awesome. These dudes in Turkey really know how to do it. So I mean, the only reason I want to do a unboxing with this one is because it just comes with so much stuff, and that's kind of unusual nowadays. I think the only gun I have that's come even close to coming with this much stuff was I have an XDM that I bought years ago, and it came with a holster and some mag pouches and a bunch of other stuff. But I mean, the carrying case is at least 3 times the size of the one this came in. I mean, and it's just, for a competition ready pistol, it's just a cool gun, man. I mean, it fits right in your glove, right like a glove. I mean, it just, you can get really high up on it and it just feels great. Yeah, Century Arms, I think, really just came through with these ones. I didn't even change the back strap. I like the one that's on it, and I don't feel like it can get any better for me. Maybe I'll change them out just to see what they feel like, but I really like the one that's already on it, so no need to mess around with that. Taking this bad boy apart is, you know, pretty much the standard whatever. You got your push pin here, or your takedown levers here, I should say. And then you got to pull the trigger, of course, to let it go. So the weird thing about this is it doesn't really, you can't just ride it down on the rails. You have to actually put it down on the rails. Otherwise it's a real pain to take apart. And it won't function properly, obviously. But it will let you put it together that way. But other than that, the field stripping is really pretty standard. And pretty much just like any other of these new modern pistols. I mean, shoots freaking amazing. I shoot extremely well with this. I'd say comparable to the Walther Q5 match with the steel frame, but it just shoots really good. And I think that they did an awesome job with the lightning cuts and all these cutouts. I think it just looks cool. I don't know that I subscribe to it being that much more functionally different, but I think that it looks freaking cool. So that's my take on it anyway. I don't know what you guys think, let me know. And of course, putting it back together, I'll show you what I was talking about here. So last time I did this, I actually did exactly what I told you is frustrating about it, was I put it on with the, I just tried to slide it right on there, and then I couldn't figure out what was going on, and that's what happened, is I put the slide back on wrong, so kind of silly. But there you go. And then you got your charged indicator right there, so you know when she's ready to rock and roll and the firing pin's back. But no, I mean, I did not clean it after the last time I shot it, so I got a little bit of grease on my hands, stuff from the wonderful smells of glory, or the glorious smells of freedom. But yeah, that's the Canik SFX Rival. Also, I did put the flared magwell on it, just because I think it's dang cool and it's more competition-ish. And I'm thinking about getting into some of that, so we'll see how that goes. But I think it looks cool, to say the least, so I'm gonna go with that. The one thing I will say is, I mean, the frame does feel extremely light. I mean, I'm comparing it to the Walther Q5 match steel frame, but it's not really a fair comparison because this is a plastic or polymer frame, whereas the other is obviously a steel frame. So this one is like noticeably lighter. But also going along with that, I mean, this gun is also half as much as the Q5 was. I mean, this one, I think MSRP is $630 or something like that. And I want to say I spent, I mean, over $1,300 for the Q5. But just a cool gun. I'm really excited to shoot it some more. Tell me what you guys think. And as always, dreams never smelled so good. I'll see you guys next time. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate you. Bye.